So here we have a velocity time graph and there are certain questions that are asked. Let us try and answer these questions. First question says, the above graph represents which type of motion? First of all, we know this is a velocity time graph. Now since it is a velocity time graph and a linear graph, we know that the velocity is changing, but changing equally in equal intervals of time. That means it is a uniformly accelerated motion. Let's write the answer. In the above graph, the velocity changes by equal amounts in equal intervals. Thus, this is a uniformly accelerated motion. Next question. How much does the velocity change in every 5 minutes? We know that the velocity is changing by 8 meters per second, right? So the velocity changes by 8 meters per second in every 5 minutes. Next question. For all uniformly accelerated motions, what is the slope for velocity time graph? We know that this graph is a straight line which is a linear graph. So for all uniformly accelerated motions, the velocity time graph is a straight line, or we can say a linear graph. Let's move on to the next question. Calculate the distance covered by the car between the 10th and the 20th second. So this is the 10th and the 20th second. But we know that the distance covered by the body is nothing but the area under the graph. So here we can see that this is the area under the graph, that is quadrilateral A, D, C and B. So we write area of quadrilateral A, D, C, B. But this quadrilateral is actually a combination of two figures. One is a rectangle. So that is rectangle A, D, C, E, and area of triangle, and this triangle is nothing but triangle AEB. So this is triangle AEB. So we have to add them. The formula for area of rectangle is length into breadth, right? So we have length into breadth plus half into base into height is the formula for area of a rectangle. So how much is the length? Let's see over here. We know we can take either this or this as length and breadth, but here we can see that the value is 16. So we'll consider length to be 16 and breadth to be 20 minus 10, that is nothing but 10. So 16 into 10 plus half remains half. Base is nothing but 10. This is the base and this is the height. So AB is the height, which is 16. So EB is the height, which is 16. So 16 into 10 becomes 160. Half remains half. 16 into 10 is 160. But 160 upon 2 is nothing but 80. So we have 160 plus 80, which is equal to 240 meters. So this was the distance covered.